Hello and welcome to the card rundown before Apex League Wrestling TV number 27. But before we get into this week's card, of course, we gotta get some future promotion. Build up some hype. What do we have? Well, the Deathmatch title will be defended for the first time ever as Sid Vicious takes on CM Punk. Sid Vicious won the initial tournament. It was an 8-person tournament, all death matches. He won. He's got the title. CM Punk won his way up the token system, the first person to earn enough tokens. He got 4. He's got to cash them all in. He can't save any. He cashes them in. He gets the title match. This should be pretty exciting. I loaded this up to get the pictures here so I could get Sid with the belt, CM Punk looking like he's ready to go. And I got to say, just seeing him across the screen, seeing him come down, seeing Sid with the belt, I got pretty excited. I'm hoping you are excited as well. And thanks to those draws at Apex League Wrestling number 24 in the deathmatch barbed wire matches, I had to figure out a different way to get a number one contender for the deathmatch title at the pay-per-view Situation Critical, and I'm doing that through this thing. This is a clusterfuck tournament. This is a death match. It's for the death match title contendership. So this is going to be a death match clusterfuck tournament. This looks confusing. I assure you, it's not that bad. We run an 8-person clusterfuck. It'll be death match because it's for the death match title in the death match division. And the winner gets the first seed here. Runner up gets the second seed. The first eliminated is the 8th seed. So you can see here that clusterfuck determines the seeding. And you can see if you're the first 4 eliminated, you're down here, you're wrestling in round 1. Then the winners move on to face the this is like kind of the middle of the clusterfuck. You go to round 2. And then if you manage to win all the way up there, you go to round 3. Round 3 is where the winner and the runner-up are just sitting and waiting. So they sit out 2 rounds. The 3rd and 4th seed sit out 1 round, and this leads to some fun stuff. You got a little dynamic seeding. So I used to run these in my old Fed for a title that was essentially entirely random, and it was a lot of fun. It's cool because sometimes you get like the first person eliminated will get eliminated in like 3 seconds, and they'll make a run. Or sometimes the 3rd seed upsets the 2 seed, and it's if you like sports, especially like March Madness, this should be fun. And then our pay-per-view coming up, Situation Critical, December 17th. Randy Savage will defend his title. Who will he defend his title against? We'll find that out tonight. The ALW Battle Royale title will be defended against the Thanksgiving Trios winners, Fit Finley, Chris Harris, and B-Boy. The ALW Deathmatch title will be defended, so that is Sid Vicious defending against, or Sid Vicious or CM Punk defending against the winner of that tournament we just talked about. Then there's the Merry Motherfucking Christmas match, which is basically Feast or Fired. Details coming soon. I know I've been saying that a lot, but bear with me. We will have a number one contenders match for the ALW World title. This is for the first shot after Situation Critical. Shibata takes on, we don't know yet, and I'll get into that in a minute. And we'll have at least 5 ranked competitors in action at Situation Critical. All right, let's get into the card for Apex League 27. And to get into the card, we got to go through the rankings first. You can see here, not a lot has changed. In fact, the only change here is Maki Ito, thanks to winning the Career Accelerator match at the Black Friday show, gets up to number 10. Penta El Cerro M drops off, and Maki Ito's gonna have a shot here to earn her way up the card. Not at this show, but generally. All right, let's get into the card itself. Hiroshi Tanahashi, we have not seen him since he lost his number one contenders match against Randy Savage. And Thunder Rosa, who is a early, character in the multi-person matches. I believe was in the. I know she was in the tournament for the Battle Royale title. I believe she was in the finals of that. Actually, she might have been runner-up too. Anyway, she has not been seen for a while, but she is back, and she is looking to make an impact in the wrestling division. Ray Phoenix takes on Scotty 2 Hotty. Scotty 2 Hotty won his debut Ray Phoenix hasn't been seen in the wrestling division in a minute, but if you'll remember at Nuck If You Buck, he took on a surprise debuting Stone Cold, dropped him on his dang neck, and knocked him out. We haven't seen Stone Cold since. He's been mending that stack of dimes he calls a neck, and Ray Phoenix looking to get himself to a 4-1 and potentially even ranked. Then we have a rematch in the deathmatch division. Joey Mercury takes on Big Dick Dudley. This was a barbed wire deathmatch. The thing blew up, and both competitors were knocked out. It was a draw. While they're running it back, this is going to be a landmine deathmatch. We're going to have a winner this time. And another deathmatch rematch for one token. Delirious takes on Atsushi Onita. If you'll remember, this was a semifinal in the deathmatch, like inaugural deathmatch tournament. Delirious won that match. Onita looking for a little bit of revenge. And then for the Battle Royale title, Bryan Danielson will go for his third defense. As with all Bryan Danielson Battle Royale title matches, this will be submission or KO only. But most interestingly, if you reach 3 defenses as the Battle Royale champion, you have an option to vacate the title for either a deathmatch title match or a number 1 contenders match for the ALW world title. Danielson has already said he would use it for the number 1 contenders match, so if Danielson reaches his third defense, he's actually going to be joining Shibata for that number 1 contenders match. If Danielson also wins, that means the title's vacated. I gotta figure out a way, figure out what I'm doing with the title so it can be defended at the pay-per-view. But that's for me to figure out and for you to hopefully enjoy. But this is a big match. This is kind of the crux. I've got a lot of I try to plan as much ahead as I can, and this is like once I know the result of this, I can plan to the pay-per-view pretty easily. But until then, I just have like 2 cards that are kind of empty because I'm waiting for this thing to get determined. And then we find out who Randy Savage defends his title against at the pay-per-view Situation Critical when Omos takes on Asuka. I am very excited for this. Omos has been dominant since he's been in Apex League Wrestling. You can see 10-1. I know a lot of those are multi-person clusterfucks with ring outs on, but it's still just very impressive what he's been able to do. And Asuka, while that record 5-4, not super duper threatening, she is 5-2 in wrestling, and I think one of the best chances at bringing down Omos with that striking and submission game. She can knock the big man down, choke him out. So this should be an exciting one. I mean, heck, the winner goes on to main event the second pay-per-view we've had. So this is a pretty big match. Hopefully you're as excited about it as I am. All right then, I'm going to head out, and hopefully you guys have a good day.